Well, hello, my name is John Watts. I'm a consumer protection attorney in Alabama. We're going to answer another question this morning. And that question is, I was foreclosed. Does this mean the sheriff will kick me out of my house? Now, this is a very, very common question. We have so many foreclosures and there's so much, I'll say, misinformation out on the internet, and realtors that come by, friends, family that give you advice. And so there's a lot of misconceptions out there about what a foreclosure means. So let's talk about the 3 stages of foreclosure. The first stage is before the foreclosure. So this is when you're making your payments on time, then maybe you start missing payments, and you get what's called a default letter and then an acceleration letter. And then the foreclosure is advertised in the paper. And then we get to the second stage, which is the actual foreclosure sale. And that is at the courthouse outside the main entrance, usually on the steps to the courthouse. And that's where the guy reads the paper, reads the auction, and usually the guy reading it for the mortgage company is the one who buys it. Because typically the mortgage company, or at least the investor or owner behind the scenes, is one that buys the house. So that's the second stage. So first stage before foreclosure, second stage the foreclosure itself. The third stage is after the foreclosure, and here we are typically talking about an ejectment lawsuit. So that's the real key question here. Will I get kicked out by the sheriff? Well, have you been sued in an ejectment lawsuit? If you have not, then no, you're not going to be kicked out by the sheriff, because the only way you can be kicked out of your house is to be sued in an ejectment lawsuit and then to lose that ejectment lawsuit. So if you haven't even been sued, you can't lose. Now, there are other issues about should you leave, should you not leave, even before you get sued. That's not the point of this video. So have you been sued? If the answer is no, then there's still time. And I encourage you to take immediate action. Get with somebody that can help you. We're happy to do that in Alabama. 205-879-2447, or you can contact us through our website, alabamaconsumer.com. Get with us, get with somebody that can help you, because if you've been foreclosed and now you're in that final stage and they haven't sued you yet, it's just a matter of time. But let's assume you have been sued. Then the question is, have you lost your ejectment lawsuit? If the answer is no, then again, there's still time, but you're in the middle of a lawsuit. You have got to take immediate action to preserve your rights. But what if you have lost your ejectment lawsuit? Well, losing it means the court has decided that you have no right to be in your home and you must leave. So now the question is, how long ago did you lose that ejectment lawsuit? If you say, well, that was yesterday, well, there's still time. It's very difficult, but there's still time. Here's kind of a basic timeline for you. Once a final judgment's entered against you, you typically have 30 days to ask the court to reconsider its ruling. The technical name is called a motion, and a motion is just a written request. A motion to alter, amend, or vacate the judgment. It just means you're going up to the judge in writing and saying, Judge, I think you made a mistake. I need you to change the ruling, get rid of the ruling, set aside the ruling so that I do not lose this case. Now, you also typically have 42 days from the time that you lose a case to appeal it. And there is some interaction between this motion to alter, amend, or vacate and the appeal time. And we're not going to get into all those details. So if you say, well, I lost my case a week ago, there's still time to ask the judge to reconsider. If you say, I lost my case 35 days ago, then probably your time to reconsider has expired and your only option is to appeal. So you have to figure out where are you in that time frame or that timeline to see what your options are. Now, we have people that call us, they say, well, I lost 6 months ago. Well, if it was a final judgment 6 months ago, then normally there's nothing that you can do. Okay? There's maybe one or two exceptions, very unusual, again, beyond the scope of this video. So with that said, let's go back to the original question. Will the sheriff kick me out after a foreclosure? Only if you lose your ejectment lawsuit and you have no more options to appeal or to ask the judge to reconsider. In other words, it's done, it's final, it's over. Yes, the sheriff will literally come to your house, knock on your door, and say, you and all your stuff and everybody in here have got to get out. Now, sometimes I've seen them say, well, look, we'll give you a couple weeks. I've also seen them do this, and this was to a family with 2 small children. The mom was saying, well, look, I'm getting my kids ready for school. Sheriff's deputy said, that's fine. Take them to school. And before they get out of school, all your stuff has to be out of this house. So understand that that's coming and that's real. So you have to keep that in mind. If we can help you, again, the phone number is 205-879-2447. You can go to alabamaconsumer.com. We have all sorts of resources there to help you wherever you are in this foreclosure process. And here's a disclaimer that we put up, required by the Alabama State Bar. And while you're looking at that, I'll just say this. If this video is helpful to you, feel free to like it. Feel free to share it. If you have comments, don't leave a kind of a personal question. Hey, what do I do in my situation? Here's what happened. Don't leave that in a comment. But if you just have a comment or maybe a suggestion, or if you disagree with the video, put that in the comment. And if you want to speak with us directly, give us a call, 205-879-2447, or go to alabamaconsumer.com. Appreciate you watching this. Hope it was helpful, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.